said I was too small to pull the sleigh. Why won't they let me help, huh?
Oh, poor Danny, poor Danny. One day you'll be big enough, I promise. Even your father Dancer had to wait until he was grown up enough to be part of the team. Delivering all those gifts is a big responsibility, not to mention bringing my dear Nicholas home safely to me. When the time comes, you'll do just fine. Be patient.
It seems so far away. I want to help right now.
Remember your scarf, Danny. When I was making it for you, you thought it would never be done. Now look at you, all dressed up and warm.
And I love it so much. Thank you for making it for me. I think I'm the best dressed reindeer in the whole stable.
Oh, yes, indeed, Danny. You are one well-dressed reindeer calf.
My dad says you have a storybook about him and the other reindeer on the team. Will you read it to me, please?
The book is more about my dear Nicholas than the reindeer team, but I can understand from Dancer's point of view. He probably thinks it's about the team. I'll be glad to read it to you. In fact, I have it right here because I read it every year.
Wow, how old is it?
Well, this poem was first published in a newspaper in 1823 in Troy, New York. Since then, it's been printed and reprinted all over the world.
Well, that's almost 200 years ago.
Oh, very good. I can tell you're studying hard in reindeer school. Oh, the numbers are very important when you're calculating the route for the Christmas Eve deliveries. You'll be a great addition to the team when the time comes.
Thank you. Will you read me the story now, please?
Oh, of course. Here we go. This is called A Visit with St. Nicholas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Then I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Do you know why the mice don't even move around on Christmas?
No.
Because the kitty cat keeps them away. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled! His dimples, how merry! His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger upside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
That's a great poem, Mrs. Claus. But it wasn't just about my dad, was it? It was about Santa and all he visits everybody.
Exactly. Yes, it was. And the poem has become a Christmas tradition everywhere. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, off you go. I have cookies to make for all those hard-working elves. Merry Christmas, my sweet.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Claus.
And a Merry Christmas to all of you from the North Pole. And from all those nice people at the Everyman Puppet Theater. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.